Chances are you've spent the last several months getting ready to meet baby, but let's not forget one of the most important third trimester to-dos, and that is what to pack in your hospital bag. So here are some of the most important items that you're gonna wanna pack in your hospital bag. Highly recommend you either print out your list or write it down on a piece of paper so you can check them off as you put them into your suitcase or bag. The first item I always like to start with is birth plan and any hospital forms. You'll also want to make sure to bring your photo ID and any credit card for payment so that you can just keep in your purse or in your wallet. Next up are your toiletries. I always like to bring like a little bag that I can bring these in. So things like your toothpaste, your toothbrush. Also handy to have just a regular hairbrush. It's, you know, a luxury that you probably won't have in the hospital. Any sort of beauty products as well, especially if you're going in for an induction when you know you'll be there overnight for a couple days before labor starts to happen. Having moisturizer, deodorant, gonna be important. I recommend bringing a concealer and potentially some mascara in case you want to beautify yourself when you take a picture with your newborn. Next up on our list are some flip-flops or any socks that you might have with no slide grips on the bottom. Those are great for when you are laboring and walking around the hospital room. I also recommend comfy sweatshirt, something that's easy to put on over a cami and easy to lift up as well if you're breastfeeding. Anything with an elastic waistband will be your friend, especially when you head home and you're gonna be sitting in your car, headed home with your baby in that infant car seat in the back. So next up is snacks. So when you are going into labor, remember your body is like in for the biggest workout of your life. So I always recommend bringing a water bottle that you can refill. We've got snack bars, protein bars, anything easy that you can just toss in a bag. These like peelable tangerines are great for that. But you know, whatever you love to snack on that isn't too sweet, definitely chuck those in the bag. A wireless music player is also another great idea to bring into the hospital, especially if during your labor you want to have some music playing in the background. That is something you'll definitely want, and make sure to bring chargers for that kind of thing as well. Speaking of chargers, definitely bring a charger for your cell phone and your partners potentially don't want to be sharing charger cords. I highly recommend bringing an eye mask. Those nurses do come in and check on you every few hours when you're in labor or when you're in an induction, and sometimes they flip on the lights, or you know, it might be daytime and you really need to get your rest. Next up, and maybe most adorable, are things for baby. So the hospital will likely provide you with diapers, infant formula, the little hat or bow that baby wears, the swaddles. So you won't need to pack those with you. But the things that you can bring, and this is like a little trick of the trade, I guess, but tiny little infant socks, because when the baby is born, they do have fingernails on occasion, especially if they've been cooking in there for a long time, and they'll want to scratch their face. So I actually use the socks to put on their little hands. And then next up are your take-home outfits. I always stray on the side of caution and go a little bigger versus too tight. Make sure to like and subscribe and tune in for more videos like this one.